Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Our current sunny skies will soon give way to a wet and potentially icy weather system, and that could make it tough to get around late tonight and tomorrow morning. We're going to see some dramatic changes in our weather over the next 24 hours here.
Expecting, as you said, freezing rain. Won't be long, though, before things then warm right back up. Let's check in with Paul as we get things started here at 6.
Yeah, don't you love those end of March, early April winter weather advisories? We certainly don't like to see this, but this is in effect tonight through tomorrow morning due to the freezing rain that's coming in. Now, fortunately, Storm Tracker 4 is dry, so we're fine right now. We're fine into our early evening plans. It's not until we really get into the late evening and especially the overnight hours that all of this stuff moves in. Right now, we still have blue sky and sunshine in parts of the area. Temps in the mid-30s to near 40. The wind is light, so that's all good news right now. We're above freezing, but temps are going to drop below freezing during the course of the night. So here's what you need to know. All of this begins between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. The heaviest freezing rain is going to fall from 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. It could start as some snow and sleet, but it's going to be a pretty quick change over to freezing rain. And then the key is all of us rising above 32 degrees because then the rain doesn't freeze anymore. That's going to occur tomorrow morning from south to north. So down near the state line, you'll get it first before dawn, probably up in the thumb, probably not till late morning. All right, don't forget the Local Forecasters app has real-time radar. That is something, even if you're just interested in weather, watch it this evening and watch as the moisture develops to the south and starts heading this way, and it's color-coded just like we show you on TV, so you know where the rain and the ice is. Just go to the App Store, search under WDIV, guys.
All right, Paul. Stellana has been hit with another air quality violation notice for odors coming from the Mack assembly plant. Problem first arose last year along Beneteau Street, which faces right up to the plant. Neighbors complained about the odor and about headaches and a burning in their eyes and throats. From September through November of last year, complaints led to 3 air quality violations at Mack Assembly. At the time, Stellana said they would work to address it. Then in January, Eagle gave their backing to Stellana's odor mitigation plan, which included rerouting some ductwork amid installing thermal oxidizers, which destroy odor-causing compounds. Well, that doesn't seem to have happened, because now the state has issued a new air quality violation. Victor Williams spoke with neighbors and one state senator who says the promises are not enough.
I've been afraid. I've stated it before because I don't know. Smelling it is great, but what's in it that I can't smell?
Robert Shobe has lived in his home on Beneteau Avenue for a quarter of a century, but says he's not at all surprised about the 4th air quality violation at the relatively recently built Stellantis plant near his home.
I'm surprised it's only 4. I just believe we're too close.
In the report from Eagle, odors are believed to be coming from the paint used to make some of the Jeeps on the line.
There's ongoing work that's happening to resolve this, but I just think that we need to continue to remind ourselves that this is the air that people are breathing.
State Senator Stephanie Chang has heard from countless neighbors and has gone to several meetings regarding the matter. She says something needs to change.
You know, there were a number of violations from last fall, so it's just so disappointing to know that there's yet again another violation months later.
The Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy says, quote, Eagle continues to respond to evaluate complaints. Eagle is working through the escalated enforcement process, partnering with the U.S. EPA and consulting with the MDHHS on matters related to evaluation of public health. But Shobe says that's not good enough. He's already experiencing some heavy symptoms.
This right here is on a different level, from burning eyes to nausea to headaches, chest pains, all types of stuff when you get to breathing this stuff.
And Stellantis has sent us over a statement, one that we're kind of used to seeing. It reads, quote, we are implementing the corrective action submitted to Eagle on January 7th and will continue to work with the agency to resolve this issue in a timely manner. A timeline for completion of these activities will depend in part on the outcome of discussions with Eagle regarding permitting requirements and deadlines imposed through the enforcement process. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Not come soon enough for the residents there. All right, Victor.
A stockpile of guns and ammo took center stage today in the trial of 4 men accused of plotting to kidnap the governor. Prosecutors also highlighting several Facebook posts which they say demonstrate the alleged plot was no joke. Local 4 defender Sean Lay live to bring us up to speed on today's developments. Sean.
Good evening, Kimberly. In fact, the entire FBI investigation really started because of 3 Facebook posts, public posts, and those posts were revealed in court today. Take a look. Today, federal prosecutors highlighted 3 public Facebook posts from accused Whitmer kidnapping plot planner Barry Croft in the early days of COVID-19 restrictions in the spring of 2020. Posts that hit the FBI's radar and essentially began the FBI's investigation that led to the alleged plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer. An FBI computer forensic expert testified that Croft publicly posted, quote, "Which governor is going to end up dragged off and hung for treason first?" It really is a spin the bottle type thing at this point, and I'm sure a few mayors are in the running. Another post focused on state capitals, quote, "Take those capitals. We the people hold those capitals." Another targeted governors, quote, "Start putting those tyrants' addresses out there for rioters."
That's what the trial is about, Sean. It's about whether or not the speech, the conduct, the possession of items, the gathering, whether all of that was in part an exercise of our freedom of speech. Was it an exercise or an attempt to exercise their right to assemble? Their argument is that they were trying to express themselves.
Back here live, day 12 today, day 13 tomorrow. Early tomorrow morning, the prosecution is expected to rest its case, wrap it all up, and then the defense will start. Bright and early again tomorrow morning. We'll have it all covered for you. I'm Defender Sean Lay, Local 4. Back to you.
We'll be looking forward to your reports then. Sean, we appreciate it.
And Parsons' vision for a more inclusive and accessible art scene elevated the Detroit Symphony Orchestra to a new realm. But sadly, the DSO's former president passed away last night. Parsons had battled cancer for 3.5 years. We bring in Priya Mann at the DSO. Priya, she was amazing, and there is a lot of reflection tonight on her wonderful legacy.
Oh, absolutely, Devin and Kim. Anyone you talk to say it's Ann Parsons' leadership that led to long lines here at the DSO for various concerts and performances over the years. And I want to give you a specific example. In 2011, the DSO started live streaming its concerts and performances, the first in the country, the first in the world to do it for free. So when the pandemic hit, the DSO was uniquely positioned to pivot. And all of that is thanks to Ann Parsons.
I think she made the orchestra and culture in general much more accessible to everybody. You know, in fact, I followed in her footsteps.
Over the span of nearly 2 decades, Ann Parsons revolutionized the Detroit Symphony Orchestra.
She really moved the programming in a direction of new, hip, accessible. I get it.
The former CEO and president of the DSO passed away on Monday after a courageous, years-long battle with stage 4 lung cancer.
No one thought she was going to make it this far and fight for as long as she did. But she did. And not only did she do that, she led this organization through a pandemic while battling cancer. How can you not be inspired by that?
Parsons was just 64. She came to the DSO from New York in 2004. She was at the helm during the Great Recession, a musician strike, Detroit's bankruptcy, and the pandemic.
So now it's just everybody's invited to the DSO. That we take for granted, and I think she'd be happy that we take it for granted.
Under her leadership, the DSO was the first in the country to stream live from Orchestra Hall webcasts for free, and the Detroit Harmony program provided instruments and music education to any child who wanted to learn to play.
She can leave knowing that she changed Detroit, and that's a mouthful right there.
And Ann had planned to retire this fall, but she asked to push forward that timeline so she could focus on her health. And Parsons is survived by her husband and daughter. At the DSO, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Well, she really believed that symphony orchestra, our symphony orchestra, was for everyone, and she kept finding ways to prove it. Yeah, all right, Priya.
Well, the FDA authorized today a second COVID-19 booster shot for people 50 and older. The agency's decision will allow a 4th dose of Pfizer or Moderna vaccines to people at least 4 months after their previous booster. Until now, the FDA cleared 4th doses only for people 12 and older who have severely weakened immune systems. The FDA ruled without input from its independent advisors. The CDC is not expected to officially recommend a second booster shot, but instead okay shots to be given to those who want them.
Tentative hopes for progress today out of peace talks between Russia and Ukraine as the two sides met in Turkey. Russian officials said that to increase trust, they would, quote, drastically reduce their military presence near the capital city of Kyiv, where Russian forces have already been losing ground, we would add. But as attacks continue in other areas, both President Biden and Michigan's Representative Alyssa Slotkin are urging caution.
It's positive, but when you're dealing with the Russians, it's Reagan, it's trust but verify. And the number of times just in the recent weeks that they've agreed to something like a humanitarian corridor with the Ukrainians and then gone ahead and bombed it, I mean, we need to actually follow up and make sure they're doing it.
We'll see. I don't read anything into it until I see what their actions are. We'll see if they follow through on what they're suggesting.
Earlier today, President Biden spoke with top European allies weighing more assistance for Ukraine, and we, of course, continue to learn more. Ukrainian families, meanwhile, continue to flee in search of safety, and now some are arriving at the U.S. border. One woman by the name of Sophia fled her war-torn homeland with her 3 children, hoping to seek asylum in the U.S. They were turned away by Border Patrol twice due to a pandemic-related immigration policy before, I should note, finding a way in. Ahead, details on that immigration policy, making it difficult for some Ukrainian refugees to find safety in America, and when that policy could change. That's coming up at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
A candidate for Michigan's new 13th congressional district is dropping out of the race. Former Detroit Police Chief Ralph Godby announced today he's suspending his campaign. Godby says it's an effort to not split the black vote in a crowded field of candidates. He will continue in his role as chief of staff for Triumph Church. Godby plans to announce who he will support at a later date. Meanwhile, the primary election is set for August 2nd.